Want to see the Bosnian Chicken Farmers working out of the right side of your screen, the Murder working out of the left. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers are on the field, and so we stand ready. Again, I am Greg Kaufman. Tom's your umpire tonight, and this commentary is brought to you by So Very Almost. Need a laugh? Maybe you want to learn something too. See life from the perspective of a lower middle class family unit. Visit SoVeryAlmost.com, SoVeryAlmost.ca, or go on YouTube, search So Very Almost, look for the green circle, new videos every Monday. Go subscribe today. Tom calls for play, and so we have begun with strike two. A fantastic strike, barely hitting the edge of the board. And that is bounced to the first baseman. He's running in. It's a foot race. And they get him. One out. As Colin Dodd comes to the board. Colin is your ultimate journeyman. Hits that to the third baseman. He will throw it. Colin takes his bat with him. And that is 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. Colin plays for just about every team you can imagine. He's been there, gets around, this Colin guy. And so here is the captain's brother. And he hits that to right field, and that is away from the right fielder. He's going for 2. The throw is coming. It is not in time. And so that is a double, 2-out double for the Murders. They look to get their offense moving. 2 out, man in scoring position for the Murder. 68.5 minutes to play. The Murder have an 8-1 record. They're first place in the competitive division, getting their 1 last week. That hit to the right fielder again and caught. She barely reaches that one. They tried to victimize her twice. They don't do it. And so the Murder come up empty on their first offensive outing. It is the Murder 0, the Bosnian Chicken 0. We have 68 minutes left to play. So are you in need of some practice or instruction in this game of slow pitch? Consider Game Time Slow Pitch Training. Meets every Wednesday here at the Dome from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. You can practice hitting, situational hitting, throwing, catching, and more. Costs $20 a night. Space is limited. Contact Scott McGregor for details. And so as Timo's warming up there at pitcher for the Murder, the Bosnian Chicken Farmers are going to make their first attempt on offense. We have a 0-0 game. The game is about 3 minutes old. And again, if anybody out there knows the result of the first game, the No Love versus Alcoholics game on Thursday, please let me know. I don't know. So if you could just let me know in the comments, then we can all know together. Last thing I see on this phone is Mike Wenzel is watching. And before that, Esther Hedeman is watching. So if you know the result of the game on Thursday, please let us know. This is Ginger Sauce, the third baseman last inning for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers, and that is hit through the left side of the offense. And that is a leadoff base hit. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers are in business. So 1 on, nobody out. That is hammered just foul. Just foul up the left side, the third base line. And so we'll do it again. And that is to the right side. Second baseman's got it. Flips it high to the shortstop. Landing in time, according to Tom. And that is 1 down. They exchange runners at first base. 1 on, 1 out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers. The second baseman again, he swipes at it and misses, comes off of Collins' glove at right center. The throw is coming to third. Third baseman was well away from the base. And so that is 2 on with 1 out. Both runners in scoring position for the Farmers, looking to strike first against the Murder. That is hit high to left field. It'll hit the netting and come down in front of the left fielder. The left fielder and the left center fielder both jump for that ball, and they kind of mess each other up. So 2 on, 1 out with a run scored. Farmers go up by 1. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 1, Murder 0, with 64 minutes, 35 seconds to play. That is hit to left field, and that's away from the left fielder. He's having trouble getting it from the netting. That is another run for the Farmers. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 2, Murder 0. The Farmers looking to start fast. And that is directly at the first baseman, and that is the second out of the inning. 2 down, 2 on. In the Bosnian Chicken Farmers' first attempt on offense. And that is pulled to the left. That is foul. Third baseman went for it, didn't come up with it. And so we'll do it again. That declared an illegal pitch. That just snuck on the inside of the bag. It bounces off the wall into the waiting arms of the fielder, who gets the out at home. The runner goes, being aggressive. But a nice, easy-looking throw, a dart that gets there in time. That's the third down. But the Bosnian Chicken Farmers strike first. It is Chicken Farmers 2, the Murder 0, as we head here into the second inning. Again, this commentary is brought to you by So Very Almost. You can visit soveryalmost.com, soveryalmost.ca, or go to YouTube and search So Very Almost. Look for the green circle. And so the Murder come back on offense, looking to answer to their now 2-run deficit. And that is fouled off, strike 2. Lots of kids up here today, not just mine. Also some fans in the mezzanine area. That hit to right field. The right fielder ranges in, makes a nice catch in shallow right. That is 1 down. Leadoff man is out. Bosnian Chickens working for their 3rd win of the season. But to do that, they'd have to hand the Murder their 2nd loss. Only their 2nd loss of the season, as they are 8-1. Being very selective. Good strike zone recognition. And that is hit to the middle infield. Shortstop's got it, makes a strong throw and gets him at first base. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers defense has been sharp to start this game. They're up by 2. They got 2 out, nobody on. Here's the left fielder for the Murder. It pulls that into foul territory. Nobody's going to get it. That's strike 2. The left fielder having his struggles last inning, but we saw the same thing with the United Outcasts having their struggles, but then coming back and winning that game in the end by a fair margin. And that is hit to right field. It will not hit the netting. Stays true. And so that is 3 down. No damage there. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers defense holds. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 2, the Murder 0. We have 60 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. And so we are looking for donations. Do you have any ball, gloves, bats, bags, Bat packs, cleats, jerseys, pants, belts, batting gloves, bat wraps, and more in usable condition that you no longer want or need, or any large wheeled suitcases to transport said items? Well, please donate them to the biannual Team Canada trip to the Dominican Republic. Contact Mike Spank Nelson or Scott McGregor for details. You say, well, they went to the Dominican on Tuesday. Yes, but it is biannual. They go again in December. That is hit high. It will just miss the target and land back at the netting. The throw to the infield is fielded by Tom, the umpire, and so they give him second base. That looked like the left center fielder was waiting for the ball to hit the target. It came down shortly before that point, so that is a double, and that is hit through the middle infield. And so 2 on with nobody out, runners at the corners for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. They're already up by 2. They're looking to get a few more. That is hit to the shortstop. The third baseman ranges over. Throw is low. But the catch is made by the first baseman. That's 1 down, but now both runners are in scoring position. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to capitalize. Nope, I guess he's safe at first. An emphatic foul call there, and so the bases are loaded. Nobody's out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers looking to make a real statement here. That declared an illegal pitch for being too high. That is hit off the glove of the third baseman right through the 5-hole. He was standing in that ready position. That'll score a run. The ball came right between his legs, hit his glove, and just kept going. So the carousel's turning now. It is Farmers 3, Murder 0. And that is past the pitcher, off of the shortstop. That scores 1. Runners coming. Here's the throw. It is in time. Catcher almost lost the board. It scooted away from him. There's really no traction for the board. They get the second guy trying to come in to score. But it is Farmers 4, Murder 0 now. That is to the shortstop and off the shortstop again. He'll make the throw to third. Shortstop having his struggles. And so that is 2 on with 2 out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers up by 4. Again, we saw this last game. Batitude was up 5-0. They lost 16-11 to United Outcasts in the previous game. That to the third baseman. He'll touch his base, spike the ball away, and that ends the inning. But some damage is done. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 4, the Murder 0, with 57 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. This game is important for the Murder. They are 8-1. The nearest competition plays tomorrow. The Cardinals play the Red Bear Rebels tomorrow. The Cardinals are 7-2. Should the Bosnian Chicken Farmers get their third win, the Murder will drop to 8-2 and be within striking distance of the KW Cardinals. Beyond that, the Juggernauts are 6-3, and the Friendly Foes are right in there too. Suddenly, the Murder don't look invincible. That is hit well to left field. That is off of the netting. The left fielder's got it. Not going to second. First baseman's out covering in case that throw gets away. So the leadoff man is on. The third baseman there is on for the Murder. Murder looking at a 4-run deficit. That is hit high. That hits the roof. Nobody's got that one. The left fielder was there. The shortstop was covering. It lands right between them. 2 on, nobody out. The Murder are on the charge now. Timo coming to the board, looking to lead by example. That is also hit to left field. Left fielder is burnt. Goes into the netting. He is not calling for the ground rule double. Throws it to third. They get the out at third base, but a run scores for the Murder. So they get the goose egg off the board. It is not currently off the board. They have to push the button. And that is bounced to the second baseman, thrown to first. Not in time. Tom calling him safe, and so it is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 4, the Murder 1. Runners on the corners. Tying run at the board. Should they bring them all around? That is shallow on the infield. Caught just above the turf by the shortstop. And so still runners on the corners. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers looking to defend their lead. That is hit high. Will hit the netting, come down. Left fielder's got it this time, and that is 3 down. And so it is now Bosnian Chicken Farmers 4, the Murder 1. We have 54 minutes and 18 seconds left to play. Are you interested in the KW Indoor Slo-Pitch League? You want to know what's going on with the teams, what's going on in the community? Would you like to offer yourself to play as a sub or join a team? Maybe you want to enter a team next year? Join the KW Indoor Slo-Pitch League Facebook group. You do not have to be a current executive, official, or player to be part of that group. You can be a family member, fan, or otherwise interested party. So go join that group and be part of the community. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers back on offense. That's hit real shallow on the infield, and they're not going to get it. Timo ranged over. Just bailed out last second, and the shortstop couldn't make that one. They kind of mess each other up. He makes a high, hard throw to first base in disgust. Leadoff woman is on. It is 1 on, nobody out. And she is gabbering away to the first baseman, as she is wont to do. And that is pulled foul. Two balls, 2 strikes now. And that is down the third baseline. It will stay true. The throw to second, not in time, but she overruns the base. They have her in a rundown now. She's yelling and screaming and tagged out as gentlemanly as possible. She overran the base. She thought she was out. She was not. And she makes her way to explain herself there at the bench. And so they have 1 on with 1 out now. And that is thrown away. They must have thought the guy on first was stealing. He is not. So it is 1 on, 1 out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers have a 3-run lead. Hit hard to left field. It'll hit that back netting and come all the way to the ground. Throw coming to third. Keeps the runners at first and second. That is a long, loud base hit. 2 on, 1 out. The Farmers are up by 3. And that to the shortstop off of his glove. He's having trouble picking it up. Flips it to third just in time. It has not been easy for the third baseman. But there are 2 out. 2 on, 2 out. And that is dribbled to the pitcher. He's got it, gets the out. And Ginger Sauce is the 3rd out of the inning. And so it remains Bosnian Chicken Farmers 4, the Murder 1, with 51 minutes and 7 seconds left to play. Coming up next, our 9:30 game is turbocharged, and their 4-4-1 record will compete against the Snatchin' Balls, who are 8th with a record of 3-6. United Outcasts have advanced to 6-3, and so turbocharged with a win can keep pace at 5-4 and also put pressure on the Bears, who are sitting at 5-4, and then that would make life difficult for the Master Batters, will have to win in order to keep pace with them as well. That is hit Oppo off the netting and off the glove of the left fielder. He was there, couldn't quite bring it in. And so the leadoff man is on for the Murder. Here's Colin Dodd. Looking to move the runner around. The Murder are down by 3. That is strike 2. That is hit to the shortstop. That is past the shortstop. Left fielder's got it. Throws it in. Shortstop kind of stabbed at it with his glove, but couldn't come up with it. And here's the second baseman for the Murder. 2 on, nobody out. That is hit through the right side. Right fielder's got it. There's no throw to first because first baseman is not on his base again. This seems quite typical for him. He likes to drift around, doesn't stay on his base. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Go ahead, run at the board for the Murder. Lots of game to play here. Bosnian Chicken Farmers started fast. They haven't been able to maintain that momentum, but they're still up by 3. But the Murder are threatening here. And that is hit to the right side, just out of the reach of the right fielder, who throws it in. And they get the second runner, not the first one. Right fielder not impressed with himself that he missed the ball, made that throw very well, but in disgust, they get an out. But it is now... And that is to the shortstop, makes the throw to second. They make the throw home. It is offline. That scores another run. And the second basewoman is gabbering away, and she always does. So we're waiting for the scores to go on the board, but it reads right now, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 4, the Murder 3. That hit to right field, and it lands where there is no one. And so, first and second. First baseman was pointing at it, but there was no right fielder to go after that ball. He was not in that area. And so the Murder are on the march. That is to the shortstop. That is caught. That is an out. And so the result of that inning, it is now Bosnian Chicken Farmers 4, the Murder 3, with 47 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. The late night game tonight is the Juggernauts versus the Texas Rangers. The Juggernauts defeated the Murder last week. The Texas Rangers got their first win of the year against the A-team. There are only 3 games tomorrow and a game on Sunday. The A-team, neither the A-team nor the Friendly Foes are in action this week. They both have 2 games next week. And so that is to the shortstop. He's got it on a run, makes a throw, and throws it away. Threw it in motion. He threw it away. That is a leadoff double for the Farmers, as they now only have a 1-run lead. They're nursing a 1-run lead. They're looking to add to it. That is through the right side. Big hole out there. It is away from the right fielder. Bounces against the back wall. Gets away from him. Throw to second is dropped. Runner threatening to go. He will not. A run scores. Tom very emphatically going into Warrior 2, I think, to make that call. It is now Bosnian Chicken Farmers 5 to the Murder 3. That hit to left field, hits the netting, falls between 3 players. They're all looking at each other. So runners on the corners with nobody out. 1 run already scored this inning. And here come the Chicken Farmers, looking to really make a statement. That is shallow infield, caught by the second baseman. And the Farmers continue. And that is caught in foul territory. That is 2 out. And so 2 out, runners at the corners. Bosnian Chicken Farmers have scored 1. And that is strike 2. Off the corner, off the ankle, and will be returned by the catcher. And that's hit to the third baseman. Bounces off his chest. He gets the out at second, and that is 3 down. And so with 44 minutes and 30 seconds left to play, it is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 5, the Murder 3. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers add a run. They are now leading by 2. Bosnian Chicken Farmers started fast, but the Murder have caught up. We've seen miscues from both teams. We've seen good things from both teams. And so as the clock winds down to 44 minutes to play, only 2 runs separate these squads. As the Murder come back on offense. Here is the Murder's third baseman. Hits that high into the netting over left field. Third baseman calls for it, makes a grab, and that is 1 down as the Murder tried to deal with their 2-run deficit. That is strike 2. And that is hit well. The left field hits the netting. The left fielder overran it. Has trouble with the ball, throws it away from the second basewoman. The runner's not looking, having a conversation with Tom. Potential missed opportunity there. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers are all over it. That is 1 on with 1 out for the Murder. Here's Timo. Hits that high. It'll go right of the target and be caught in center field by the center fielder. Only 3 outfielders for this team right now. Bosnian Chicken Farmers are playing with 3 outfielders, so it looks like they only have 9 players. That is off the glove of the second basewoman, and that is a base hit. So 2 down, 2 on. The Murder are down by 2. Go ahead, run at the board. That is hit to the shortstop. He's got it. Flips it to second. And that is the 3rd out. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers defense bends, but it does not break. They do not allow a run. It remains Chicken Farmers 5, the Murder 3, with 41 minutes and 53 seconds left to play. And so we saw a game on Thursday between No Glove, No Love versus the Alcoholics. I do not know the result of that game. If anybody does, you could just put it here in the comments and hopefully I'll see it. I only see the last couple of things that were done. I just see that John Fleming is watching and Pam, I think it's Shucker, is watching. That's the last 2 things I see. That is bounced to the third baseman. Makes a very wide, high throw, and that's thrown away again. Murder struggling with their throws this evening. That's a leadoff double for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. Man in scoring position with nobody out. That is into shallow right. That is actually caught by the second baseman. He tried to launch that into the gap, but didn't quite get enough under it. 1 on, 1 out. That's straight to the pitcher. And out at first. He's been struggling today. We all have our good days and our bad days. 1 on, 2 out. The Murder looking to stop this right here. That is a foul ball to the left side. So, man on second, 2 out, 2 strikes now. That's to the third baseman again. Makes a throw, makes a good one this time, and they get him. So they get a double, and that's it. It remains Bosnian Chicken Farmers 5, the Murder 3. We have 40 minutes left to play. Again, coming up next, the Turbocharged will compete against Snatchin' Balls. And then the final game of the night is Juggernauts against the Texas Rangers. We already saw the United Outcasts defeat Batitude. Batitude were up by 5, and they ended up losing by 5. And so anything can happen. We have a tight contest here, with the Murder looking at a 2-run deficit. They come back to the board looking to address that, but so far the Bosnian Chicken Farmers have played tight enough defense to not allow it. And that is hit to the third baseman. He's got it. Makes a strong throw, and he's out at 1. They pick off the first batter of the inning. So 1 out, nobody on. Seeing some good things from this infield. And that hit to the pitcher and caught. He shoots the middle. It is caught. Batter waves to indicate that was not intentional. Pitcher acknowledges it. So 2 out, nobody on. And here's Colin Dodd. That is hit to the shortstop. He's got it. Nice throw, and he connects. And that is 3 up, 3 down. The Murder are getting nowhere fast. And so it remains Bosnian Chicken Farmers 5, the Murder 3, 38 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in this one. I am Greg Kaufman, your umpire is Tom. The convener is Scott McGregor. This commentary brought to you by So Very Almost, SoVeryAlmost.com, SoVeryAlmost.ca, or YouTube, search So Very Almost, look for the green circle. And so the Murder have taken the field. Bosnian Chicken Farmers looking to add to their lead. That to the shortstop. He's got it. Makes a throw. And the first baseman just watches that go by. Didn't even reach for that one. And that is yet another leadoff ground rule double for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. The Murder are not playing the way we've seen them play before the last 2 weeks. That off of the glove of Timo, and it just knocks that out of the reach of the second baseman. Runners at the corners with nobody out, and here come the Farmers again. That to the shortstop again, flips it to second. No throw to home, that will score a run. It is now Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6, the Murder 3, with 1 out and 1 on. And the shortstop needs to be replaced. He's limping off the field. They're bringing in their extra player to play for him. Hopefully he's all right. Big swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. The man on first left the base. Tom didn't actually call him out. He was allowing leadoffs in the previous game, but the man on first base has decided he's out, so he's off the field. And that is caught on the infield. It's strange that the man on first decided he was out. He left the field. And now the Murder are saying, yeah, the guy with the leadoff was out. Tom's saying he wasn't out. Tom did not call the man at first out. He only has 2 outs. He's confused as to why the Murder are leaving the field. The runner on first decided he was out. He wasn't called out for the leadoff, but he left the field of his own volition. If you have not played recently or you're not sure, Tom does not call you out for taking a step off the base. He absolutely does not call you out for that. You take a step off the base and Tom is your umpire. Do not leave the field. Jimmy will. Tom will not. And that is hit to right field. It is against the back netting, and it sits on the soccer net. It is picked up off the rim of the soccer net. And so that's a base hit. Leadoff man is on for the Murder. That is to right field. That'll hit the netting high up there. That is caught. No throw to first, as the first baseman is yet again nowhere near the bag. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers first baseman likes to drift. 1 out, 1 on. That to the shortstop. They'll flip to second for the out. Make a big throw to first, and they throw it away. Aggressive throw. She didn't have her target before she let it go, and it was out of his reach. And so 2 out with a man on second base. The Murder starting to look frustrated as the clock winds down to the 34-minute mark. That is to center. That is past the center fielder. He picks it up from the netting. They throw it to second. Tag's not there, but they do score the man from second base. So it is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. The Murder have 4, 33 minutes, 35 seconds to play. That was just out of the reach of the center fielder. He put his glove up there. The ball just went right on by it. And so 2 out, man in scoring position. The Murder have scored 1. And that is hit to the pitcher. That is between the pitcher's leg and his glove. That is off of the glove of the center fielder. Scores another one. The throw to second, not corralled. That scores another run. And just like that, the Murder have pulled within 1. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6, the Murder 5. We have 32 minutes, 54 seconds to play. This third baseman for the Murder. 2 out rally going. They scored 2 runs with 2 outs. The pitcher has this one, makes a throw to first, and that will bring it to an end, but the damage is done. Bosnian Chicken Farmers are only up by 1. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6, the Murder 5. We have 32 minutes and 25 seconds left to play. Are you in need of some instruction, or would you benefit from some practice in the game of slow pitch? Consider Game Time Slow Pitch Training. Meets every Wednesday here at the Dome from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Space is limited. Costs $20 a night. Contact Scott McGregor for details. That is Game Time Slow Pitch Training. Colin Dodd will be pitching for the Murder now. Timo makes his way out to right field. The injured player is still on the bench. So that injury must be significant enough to remove him from at least this aspect of the game. That is hit to left field and caught. Left fielder ranges over. And so that is 1 down. That is high. It hits the roof, comes down on the shortstop. That's 2 out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers are up by 1. That's dead in the center of the board. That's strike 2. That hit up the line. Third baseman's got it. Makes a throw. Picked by the first baseman. That was low. But it's picked. 3 up, 3 down. And the Murder are coming back on offense with no change in the score. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6, the Murder 5, with 30 minutes and 40 seconds to play. We are approaching the final half hour of this game. And the injured player who's now at bat is Lucas Jarvis. I didn't recognize him out of uniform. That is the Expos infielder who likes to throw the ball into the cabbage. We've seen him do it today. Big swing, and that's fouled off. And that is hit high on the infield and off the glove of the shortstop. An injury runner in place for Luke. So that is a base hit. And so Timo comes up, sends that to the shortstop. We'll flip that over to second for the out. She'll turn, will not throw. Got to remember what happened last time. And so Colin will gingerly trot off of the field of play. They exchange runners at first. Timo's now at first base. Big swing. That is a fair ball. They field it. They play it at first. They get the out there. That is 2 down with the man in scoring position. Timo advances. Just not quite enough of that ball there. And so, man at scoring position with 2 down. And that is dribbled on the infield. Third baseman's got it on a bounce, throws it away. It was a strong throw. The first baseman didn't really reach for it. They'll score a run. And we have a tied game. It is the Murder 6, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. 28 minutes, 25 seconds to play. The throw was very strong. First baseman kind of put his arm up and then put it back down again, potentially being concerned about contact with the runner. But again, a nice throw there, just a little bit wide. 2 down, man on second base. It's the third baseman again. It's off his glove this time. And runners at the corners with 2 down. More happening here on offense with 2 out for the Murder. And that is high into the netting in right field. Right fielder's too far. And the Murder have their first lead of the game. It is the Murder 7, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. And the Bosnian Chicken Farmers are looking at a deficit for their first time today. And that is hit well to center field. The center fielder dives and misses the ball. Throw coming into second. That scores another run. And so it is now the Murder 8, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. 2 out. All the scoring here coming with 2 out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to stop the bleeding, get back on offense. That is bounced to the second basewoman. She tags Colin. And Colin is out twice this inning as he ran for Luke, who better not be hurt because he's supposed to play with us tomorrow. Great going, pal. Get hurt when we play first thing tomorrow. So the Murder come back on defense. Bosnian Chicken Farmers have a little bit of work to do now. Murder have their first lead of the day. It is the Murder 8, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. 26 minutes and 20 seconds to play. A 2-run game. The first lead of the night for the Murder, who went down early but have fought their way back. And that is foul, strike 2. So here come the Farmers down by 2. That is past Colin. The shortstop's got it, makes a good throw, and that is 1 down. The leadoff man is out. And that is just past a diving third baseman. Left fielder's got it. The throw to second is there. And that is a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. The tying run is at the board for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. That is ball 2. Still time to work with, still 25 minutes to play. That is 2 past the shortstop. Left fielder's got it, throws it to second. 2 on with 1 out. Go ahead run at the board for the Chicken Farmers. Now he's at the board for the Chicken Farmers. They have a 2-run deficit. That is hit high, not deep, to left center and caught. That's the second out of the inning. 2 on, 2 out. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers looking to move their guys around to respond to the Murder taking the lead. And that is hit to the shortstop. He'll throw to third. And the force out is made. That is 3 down. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers threaten, but they do not score. And so it is the Murder 8, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. We have 24 minutes left to play. Thank you, Nancy. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers come back on defense. They have 23 minutes and 45 seconds to work with. The Murder are looking to add to their lead. The Murder lost their first time this year, well, this season, the 2020 season of the KW Indoor Slo-Pitch League last week. They're 8-1. The Murder are looking for their 3rd win. That is hit to right field, and it bounces away from the right fielder. The second baseman gets over there to cover. He drops a bit of a bomb there as he was less than happy with his hit, but it turned out okay. So displeased with himself, but he has a double, so all right then. 1 on, nobody out, right to the face of the shortstop and caught. He was either going to catch it or he was going to lose his nose, so we caught it, and so that's 1 out. 1 on, 1 out. Runner is in scoring position. That is to the right side. Hits the netting. That is caught. 2 quick outs after that double. So runner in scoring position. 2 down. The Murder are up by 2. Bosnian Chickens need to get back on offense. That is hit past the pitcher to the center fielder, who will return it to the infield to stop the runners. And so there's 2 on, 2 out, runners on the corners. Here's the third baseman for the Murder. That is hit to left field, hits the netting, and it lands in front of him harmlessly. And so that scores another run. It is Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6, and the clock is at 21:55. That is to the third baseman. He's got it. He'll touch his base. And that is the 3rd out, but the Murder score another run. They're up by 3. It is the Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. We have 21 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Bosnian Chicken Farmers have some work to do. They have a 3-run deficit to erase in an all-considered low-scoring game. Again, if you're offended by anything that you heard any of the batters say, we do apologize. But there really is no filter for that at this point. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers come back on offense. That declared an illegal pitch. Batter showed no intent anyhow. That is ball 2. Big swing, gets a bit of it. That's fouled off. Strike 2. We do start with a 1-1 count. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is dribbled on the infield. Shortstop's got it. Makes a throw almost too high. But that is an out, so one down. Leadoff woman is down for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. They're looking to dig themselves out of a 3-run hole. And that is well struck to left field. Hits the back netting. Left fielder's right there. Will throw it in to prevent that from being any more than a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the first baseman for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. And brushes him off the board with ball 2. And that is hit to left field and caught. Hit basically right to the player. 2 down, 1 on. Here's the pitcher for the Farmers, taking ball 2. That declared an illegal pitch, goes for it anyway. Colin Dodd comes in, makes the catch, flips it back to Timo, who will leave it in the center of the infield, and so no damage there. It remains the Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. We have 19 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. Coming up next, Turbocharged and their 4-4-1 record will go up against Snatchin' Balls. Remember, they wear the red shirts everywhere. With their 3-6 record, members of both of those squads have assembled. If you are watching right now, you can see there on the right side of your screen in the netting there by first base, we have a couple of the Snatchin' Balls players there right now. It's Timo ball 2. There's a couple members of Turbocharged sitting behind me. And Timo hits that well into the netting in left field and lands in front of the left fielder. Shortstop's there to cover, doesn't make the catch. The left fielder's having some trouble with the netting now for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. And so Timo's on. Leadoff man is on for the Murder. 1 on, nobody out. Murder up by 3. That is to the pitcher. Will they go for the double? They got 1 at second. Big throw to first, not in time. That man is just too fast. And so 1 on, 1 out as they trade runners at first base. And that is hit oppo to right field. She's got it. She took a few steps in, but then made her way back again. She ran backwards. Never taking her eye off the ball. That is 2 out with 1 on. We wind down to 17 and a half minutes. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to get back on offense. That is almost snatched by the shortstop. They send the ball back in. The center fielder's got it, sends it in to the second baseman. 2 on, 2 out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers looking to stop this right here. They're down by 3. And he goes oppo, shallow left. Left fielder's got it. And that is 3 down. And so the score remains unmoved. It is the Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 6. We have 16 minutes and 53 seconds to play. Again, if there are any problems with the sound or the picture, do let us know in the comments. We'll work to deal with that issue. We already had one problem, which is why this is a different video than the original video. So we'll deal with it as it comes. And so the Murder take the field with a 3-run lead that they've held for a while now. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers want to break into it, and they have a little over 16 minutes to do it. That is hit well to center field. It hits the netting. Fielders are there, and it lands down in that pile of netting at the bottom. And so that is another leadoff double for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. They are down by 3. They're looking to make something happen here as the game winds down. That is hit past the shortstop. Left fielder's got it. He will not make an aggressive throw. So So 2 on, nobody out. Runners at the corners. Tying run at the board. That is hit right to the first baseman. And the runner made a nice dive to get back to first. He might have gotten hurt. First baseman swung his glove to make a tag. The runner got away from it. And this is out at second. The throw to first not in time. That scores a run. Actually, not at all. That scores a run. And so it is now Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 7. We have 15 minutes to play. That is high. Will it hit the target? No, it will not. It will hit the netting and get away from the fielder. The throw to Timo. He's going to throw it to second. And that is a double, emphatically called by Tom there on the bottom right side of your screen. And so the tying run is standing at second base. Can the Bosnian Chicken Farmers bring it around? And that is a big swing foul. Strike 2. (14 minutes, 18 seconds to work with. That is caught by the third baseman. And so the Bosnian Chicken Farmers get one. It is the Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 7. We have 14 minutes and 2 seconds left to play. Yep, coming up next, Turbocharged against Snatching Balls. Turbocharged, if they win, can put pressure on the Bears, who've lost 3 in a row, and have a very important game against the Balls and Dolls tomorrow in terms of the leaderboard. Snatching Balls can play the spoiler here by winning. So an important game for the Rec Division coming up next. But Colin Dodd up now for the Murder. That is hit high. That'll hit the ceiling, come down on the shortstop, and caught. That is 1 down. Only 2 runs separate these teams. You have a first place team against a 6th place team, and it's been close throughout. That is dribbled to the first baseman off his glove twice. Came off his glove, it came off his glove again, managed to pick it up in time to get the out. That is 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers looking to get back on offense. Down by 2. That right to the shortstop makes the throw to first, and that is 3 up, 3 down. And here come the Bosnian Chicken Farmers back on offense. They are down by 2. We have 12 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Are you in need of some instruction, or would you benefit from some practice in this game of slow pitch? Consider Game Time Slow Pitch Training. Meets every Wednesday from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. here at the Dome. Costs $20 a night. Space is limited. Contact Scott McGregor for details. Mind you, he's not in the vicinity right now. He's out in the Dominican Republic. But I'm sure he'll still answer your questions. So the Bosnian Chicken Farmers come up. They are down by 2. Big swing, foul that one off. Strike 2. And that has hit the left field, hits the netting, and will land in front of the left fielder, who was having trouble judging what that ball was going to do. And so the tying run comes to the board. We have 11 and a half minutes left to play. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to be smart here. And that is hit to left center. Both fielders are there. That is caught off the netting. Well struck, but that is a dome ball fly out as it catches enough of the netting to hold it there for the runners, for the fielders to make their way in. 1 on, 1 out. That to the shortstop off of his chest, and they get the out at second. That 2-run lead is looking like a 100-run lead with defense like this. 1 on, 2 out. That is a high pop fly to right center. That is caught. That is 3 down. And so with 10.5 minutes to play, it is the Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 7. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to make a defensive stand, get off the field, and get something done on offense. Time is simply running out, and 2 runs could be very hard to come by. It'll be even worse for them if the Murder score here, but that's what the Murder want. Put this game away right now if they can. Neither team showing much urgency getting on or off the field at this point as the clock winds down to the 10-minute mark. That is strike 2. And that is hit well to right field. It's over his head. He slides as it hits the netting, gets away from him. Fielder being aggressive but coming up empty. He does keep that at a base hit. And the leadoff man is on for the Murder, who are up by 2. Clock winds down to 9.5 minutes. That is high. That hits the ceiling. Will land between all 4 of those players. The outfielder throws to second. Almost throws it too hard. It hits the glove of the pitcher who was covering second and then actually came out of it. He had to corral it with his bare hand as the player takes his time getting off the field. 1 on, 1 out. Clock winding down to 9 minutes. That to the first baseman. He'll make the throw to second. They'll get the out there. So they exchange runners at first base. 2 down. 8 minutes, 55 seconds to go. That time goes very, very fast when you're losing a game. Can't go fast enough when you're winning it, and that is foul. Well picked by the third baseman. Keep that ball from going too far, but that is strike 2. And we'll do it again. That declared an illegal pitch. Does hit the board. Doesn't matter. It was too high. That hit to the pitcher, past the second basewoman. Center fielder's got it, throws it to first, but as usual, that first baseman is not on the base. He likes to drift around. Doesn't like to stand on the base. And this is Luke, who got hurt when he has to play tomorrow. And that is to the third baseman. He picks it, gets the force out at 3, and that will do it. And so it remains the Murder 9, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 7. There are 7.5 minutes left to play in this second game of the night. Too early to use the rule of 6. That begins with 6 minutes to go. But the Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to be careful. They use too much time here. This could be their last attempt on offense, but if they don't score, what's the point? So they're down by 2. They have enough time. They can play around a little bit. They don't need to be desperate. They don't have enough time to not get anything done here. And that is away from the fielders. Coming to second. Cullen Dodd throws it. Hits the runner as he's laying on the ground. Throw was low. Actually hit the runner's leg. He'd slid and held on to the base and hit his leg. And so a man in scoring position, nobody out. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need 2. That is hit to the gap and right, hits the netting and comes down. He's going to second. He'll change his mind. They throw to third. Big turn at third base. He's okay. That runner has had to work hard for his bases. He's slid into all 3 during the course of this game. And that is straight to Timo. He'll throw it to second. And both the second baseman and the shortstop reach for that, which eliminate the double play possibility, but a run scores. It is now Murder 9, Bosnian Chickens 8. 1 out. That is coming down in the gap. That lands. He's digging for third. The throw to second The tying run is on 3 with 1 out. And so runners at the corners, 1 down. Tying run is on third base. Go ahead run is at first. That is hit to the first baseman, reaching up, 2 down. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers would love to bring the man on third in to score. That is strike 2. Tying run on third for the Bosnian Chicken Farmers. Can they do it? Strike 3, not right now, they won't. 5 minutes to play. Tom is urging everyone to get moving. 5 minutes to play. Tom wants a batter immediately, not wasting any time. The countdown is on. Timo's running up to the plate, calls for a pitch. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to play. 1-run lead for the Murder, who are on offense. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to be aggressive here. It is panic time. They need to come right at these batters. Don't dance around the plate. And that is exactly what they need right there. 1 down. No time to goof around. Clock winding down to the 4-minute, 15-second mark. They need to come right at them. They need to go for the board, and they need to defend well. The Murder are more than happy to watch pitches at this point. Bosnian Chickens do not have the luxury of letting them do it. And that is bounced to the second base area. The right fielder was covering on the infield. That is 2 down. Clock winding under 4 minutes. 3 minutes, 49 seconds to play. Batter taking his time coming to the board. And that is foul. That is strike 2. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to play. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to get back up here. They don't have this time to waste. They flipped it past the pitcher. Pitcher not showing a whole lot of urgency here. That past the second basewoman. Outfielders got it. They flip it back to second. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Do the Bosnian Chicken Farmers want this bad enough? They've got 2 out. They've got a man on. Not declared an illegal pitch. Clock winding down to the 3-minute mark. They need to hurry. That is high to center field, caught. They need to rush in right now. They have 2 minutes, 55 seconds to play. Bosnian Chicken Farmers need to make this happen right now. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Bosnian Chicken Farmers first baseman is at the board. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play. They need to be aggressive. And they are. They hit it up the middle. Center fielder misses that one. And the left center fielder gets that. The tying run is on board. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to play. Here is the pitcher. Has anyone explained to him the need to rush here? 2 minutes, 15 seconds. There we go. That is through the left side. Left fielder throws to second in time. The runner almost took out the second baseman in the process. 1 down, 1 on. 1 minute, 55 seconds to play. We are reaching now or never time. Ball 2, minute 46 seconds. Oh. That is hit. That is left fielder misses that. He dives for it. He misses it. He throws it in. So the tying run is at 2. The go-ahead run is on first. You have a minute 20 seconds to play. And that is hit to left fielder. He's got it. He throws to second. Dropped by the second baseman. We have a minute and 10 seconds left to play. There are 70 seconds in this game. There's 2 out. Tying run is on second. Go-ahead run is on first. That is hit sharply to left side. That is foul. 1 minute left to play. Tying run is on second. Go-ahead run is on first. We have 52 seconds to play. It is now or never time. And that is hit well to right center. Over his head. They need to run. The throw is coming home. It is offline. It is off the catcher. That is an overthrow. That will score the run, and with 35 seconds to go, the Bosnian Chicken Farmers have the lead. That throw to the catcher just lost the game, and the left center fielder can't believe it. It is Bosnian Chicken Farmers 10, the Murder 9, 19 seconds to play. And they missed that one in the outfield, and that is it. And so, with 10 seconds to play, Bosnian Chicken Farmers pull out an amazing win. It ends up being Bosnian Chicken Farmers 12, the Murder 9. The Murder have just suffered their second defeat in 2 weeks, and they are within reach of the KW Cardinals. And so, they final score, Bosnian Chicken Farmers 12, the Murder 9. That ball being thrown away on an aggressive play from center field. That ends the game. And so the Murder dropped to 8-2. The Bosnian Chicken Farmers advanced to 3-7. And Luke better not be too hurt. He's got to play with the Expos tomorrow at 7.